Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you for checking out another video here. Before we get started, just want to make sure that you're checking out the links in the description. Got a lot of stuff down there, including some of my favorite channels here on YouTube, and my Patreon page if you're interested in contributing to the channel. That is down there. And yeah, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you hit that old subscribe button. And yeah, let's look at what we got. So we have a menu number 12, veggie burger with barbecue. So this is a vegetarian menu. This one came about in, let's see, 2004, I believe, through 2010. So it had a pretty decent run for a vegetarian meal. Veggie meals are kind of hit or miss. But anyway, I figured this would be an interesting one because, you know, we all like burgers, right? We'll see what a veggie burger and an MRE was like. Now, this is a bit older. Best case scenario, we're talking about a 7-year-old MRE, you know, but I very rarely get the best case scenario, so, and this is packaged by Warnick, and Warnick doesn't print on their bag a date stamp like the rest of them do, so we're just going to have to open it up and see what we got. That seal was nice. Okay. Whew. There we go. So right off the top we have a chocolate banana nut muffin top. And okay, good. So we are looking at the best case scenario. This conceivably is from 2010. So very good. So we got the 60th day of 2010, so very early 2010. Should be interesting to see how a lot of this has kind of held up. There's our accessory pack. We'll open that here in just a few. Wheat snack bread. Interesting. There we go. Got a lot of bread product in here. All right. Oh goodness, another wheat snack bread. Just in case you didn't have enough. So, you know, nowadays, I can't think of the last one I got. Probably like maybe the beef patty, the jalapeno beef patty, where you got wheat snack bread, but you had one package, and it was 2 smaller pieces. So this, obviously back in 2010, they didn't have the split bread, so we were just looking at giving you 2 big old pieces, and that's a lot of wheat snack bread. Ah, nice. Chocolate first strike bar, very good. These are always pretty delicious. I enjoy these quite a bit, so that should be good. Lemon lime beverage powder. There we go. Big old package, and everything is really tight in there, so I'm wondering if it's like the seal or the powder. That's a big pouch. Ah, applesauce. Okay. Interesting. Applesauce is usually a good gauge of the health or age of a ration. It tends to change colors, just like cheese spread. There is our, okay, we got a hot beverage bag. And here is our flameless ration heater. We got our little spoon. Good old reliable spoon. And finally, veggie burger and barbecue sauce. So it looks like we're not getting an individual barbecue sauce. This is just in barbecue sauce. So that should be okay. Let's go ahead and open her up. Package looks good. Well, that's a pretty big patty. It looks like about there. That's a pretty good sized patty, actually. Heck of a lot bigger than the beef patty. All right, let's get this thing open. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. There we go. All right. So I am going to open this up here. One of my superstitions about old ration heaters is that they very rarely work for me. So I'm going to double down on this and do the old salt trick. Oh no, the coffee was crimped. It was crimped in the bag. Oh no. Oops. Let me get that salt. We'll go through the accessory pack in a second. I want to get this working real quick. And basically, one of the little tricks that I've seen people do, and I mean I've done it too, is you just add the salt into the ration heater. And that sometimes helps the reaction. But, you know, I've had it work. I think I've had it help, and then I think on other occasions it hasn't helped. But, you know, there again, I mean, this ration heater looks to be in pretty good shape, but we'll kind of see. And I'm going to do this just a little differently. I'm going to add the water in first. Kind of try and get the salt a little bit dissolved, and then I'm going to try and get the heater primed beforehand, and then try and stick the food in there as opposed to try and fumble around with it. I can hear it. I don't know how well it's going to work, but we will see. We will see, because I can hear it. There's a little heat coming off of it. Not much, but a little. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick it in the box, and we'll kind of see what it... Oop. If I can get it in the box. Yeah. I think it's going. I think it's going to go for us. That's awesome. 7-year-old heater. I've had 4-year-old heaters do worse. So we're just going to go ahead and stick this up against a rock or something and let that go. That's amazing. Good job, Salt Trick. Okay. Get out our handy dandy tray and let's start just start getting stuff out. We'll get our our 2 pieces of wheat snack bread out. There's one. It's okay. Another one. Looks and smells okay. That's a lot of wheat snack bread there, boy. That's a lot of wheat snack bread there for one serving. Whew, one sitting. Ooh. Ooh. That didn't hold up. It had a little accident. Goodness. Yeah, it's just crumbled. It is just basically a crumble now, so... Yeah, we got a little bit on there, which is, I guess, better than nothing. Let's check out our applesauce. As I said, this is usually a pretty good gauge of the age of a ration. Carbohydrate enhanced. Okay, so they put some carbs in our applesauce. Dang GMOs. Always modifying our foods. Alright. Oh, okay. That looks pretty good, actually. Yeah. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Good. So, you know, as I'm going through this, I mean, it looks like this was stored pretty well, and storage is about 90% of the battle. Here's our first strike bar. That looks perfect. It's perfect. Storage, I mean, storage is very important. I think a lot of people don't understand that. You have to store your stuff properly, or it's going to go bad. So as I said here, oh, there we go. The coffee packet was like indented in. Bag has a bit of a smell to it, and that is because of this little guy right here. Tabasco sauce. It doesn't look horrible, but it's definitely a little discolored. and you could smell it in the bag. Like some of it might have escaped out a little, maybe from the seal. They just don't put these in there anymore. Of course, if you go get a British ration, they sure as heck do. Go Britain. Alright, so then we got some matches. These are the green box. Specifically designed for damp climates, but will not light when wet. So they can be in damp climates, but don't get them wet. Alright, so we've got our creamer. We've got our Taster's Choice Nescafe coffee. And I think I might make that up just to see how it held up. We have some sugar, the old moist towelette, cinnamon gum, and of course the toilet paper. Let's go ahead and we'll make our drinks. So yeah, I said I'd go ahead and make the coffee. Might as well. It's here. A lot of times I actually, it says tear there, so a lot of times I'll save these and take them on camping trips. Oh, still smells fine. Yep. Good. Yeah, everything has been coming out really nicely. I'm really enjoying this. We'll just add the sugar and the creamer because I have it. Typically when I'm on the trail, I tend to bring a couple things of coffee and that's it. But when I do these reviews, I like to open as much as possible just to kind of get a good overall view of where we're sitting. If it's there, I'll use it. There we go. Okay, got a little cup there. And let's see, what else? We got our, we've got our drink as well. This one's going to be interesting because I'm not sure if it's the packaging or if it didn't store well, because I think it's probably the storing. Yeah. Yeah. So, looks like some moisture had definitely got down in the package here. And that's not good. Yeah, we're not making a drink, so just have to go on coffee. Ugh. It smells disgusting, but I actually think the lemon lime kind of does smell disgusting. It kind of gives you that smell of like cleaner, you know. Not a big fan of it. So anyway, that's pretty much what we have going. Let's see here. Yeah. Still got a little bit of heat coming off of this. It's feeling pretty good, so I'm just going to let this sit just for a little bit longer, just so I have a nice warm patty. And as soon as I feel like we've kind of exhausted that, we'll be back and we'll eat our food. Alright, so we're back here. I just wanted to leave this going for a little bit longer. Still a lot of, nice heat coming off of this. So, really impressed with the heater. Generally, you just don't get that when you're dealing with older rations. So, very cool and super, super welcome sight there. So like I said, I've had some real duds in the past. Real duds. All right, let's try and get this baby open. There we go. Okay. All right, definitely kind of a thick barbecue sauce in there, almost like a paste. Ooh. That's nice. That is a nice big patty. That's good. Very good. Alright. Depending on its taste, I guess I can see why it lasted as long as it had. Okay, so, I don't know, let's just go round robin. We'll kind of start wherever I feel like I'm gonna get in this applesauce. I noticed there was kind of a little separation going on there. So let's try that. I'm usually not a huge fan of Ration applesauce, but it's okay. It always just kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, like baby food maybe. I don't know, like, it's just okay. It's just not, I don't know. It's just applesauce. It's just applesauce. It's not very impressive. Rip off a little bit of this First Strike bar here. Yeah, it's none the worse for wear. Still pretty good. Mild chocolate taste. You know, not a super sweet or overpowering chocolate. Nice little crisp rice in there, which is good. So yeah, very good. I don't know about this one. Let's try a bit of our crumbly, what was this, banana nut? I threw the packaging around. Chocolate banana nut muffin top. It doesn't taste off, but it's just like, it just disintegrates in your mouth. But yeah, I mean, it actually doesn't taste off. You can tell that there's chocolate. I don't know if I can really taste banana, but definitely get some of the nut. It's not bad. It's just you know. Of course, like I said, disintegrating powder just doesn't really do it for me. Try a little bit of our coffee real quick. Yeah, good old faithful MRE coffee. It tastes fine. I mean, it's nothing amazing, but it works. You know what? I'm gonna try a nip off of one of these breads, just to kind of try it real quick. Yeah, very dry. Not a lot of flavor. That wheat snack bread is something to sustain you. Period. That's what it's there for, to sustain you. And it's fine, but it tastes good. It's not out of date. It tastes just fine, just the way it should be. Wow. Okay. A little hard. A little hard. Kind of do try and make it sort of look like, you know, meat. Okay. That's really not bad. It's really not bad. Wow. Barbecue sauce is kind of nice. It's not really a sweet barbecue sauce. It's a little bit more tangy. The patty itself kind of has a consistency of like a little, you know, softer than like a Jack Link's jerky strip. I don't know. Maybe a burger that you cooked a little bit too long. You didn't burn it, but you cooked the juices out of it. I guess that'd be the best approximation for that. It's actually pretty decent. Pretty decent. I'm actually sort of impressed. Try with a little bit of the bread underneath. I'm not going to put both of those on there. That's like suicide. Wow. Really enjoying that. I was just going to read what was in it. Vegetable protein, wheat gluten, soy protein concentrate, soy protein isolate, water, corn oil, sunflower oil, egg whites, So it's not really vegan. Contains 2% or less of cornstarch, natural flavoring from non-meat sources, soy protein isolate, which we already said, yeast extract, salt, caramel color, onion powder, spices, hydrolyze, vegetable protein, a lot of different vegetable proteins, potato starch, maltodextrin. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Barbecue sauce, tomato paste, high fructose corn syrup, water, distilled vinegar, molasses, salt, mustard, bran, natural hickory smoke. Okay. So basically we're dealing with vegetable proteins, which is probably mostly soy. Yeah, no, I'm really impressed by this. Like, I know I probably shouldn't be, but I actually am sort of impressed, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I'm doubly impressed because we're dealing with a 7-year-old MRE as well. Well, anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my lunch. Appreciate you stopping by. Again, make sure you're checking out the description. A lot of links down there, including my favorite channels, some helpful pages, and my Patreon page if you'd like to contribute to the channel. But I appreciate it, all of you stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Like the video if you enjoyed yourself. And, yeah, leave any comments, questions, concerns. I enjoy talking to you guys. Community is definitely growing. We're gaining more and more ground as days go by. So it's all to you. But thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day.